Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy that you clicked on this video. I'm a little flushed. You might, no, it's dried up by now. I was a little sweaty. Excuse my appearance, okay? I just got finished exercising and I thought, oh snaps, I need to do this video. But I thought, man, if I go get cleaned up and get relaxed, it might not happen. So let me go ahead and get this done. So yeah. Now in January viewers pick video, I said the wrong book title and author. I must have wrote it down wrong because when I went to search for the book, I kept coming up empty. Couldn't find it. So I was like, something ain't right. So I had to message Angel Jordan and get clarification. Now, what I'm wondering is, why not one of y'all that watched the video corrected me? Not one of y'all said, ooh, girl, child, that's not right. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I got to figure it out. But in the future, though, if I misspeak, it's okay to respectfully correct me, okay? Just be like, hey, girl, yeah, that ain't right. So the viewer's choice read for the month of February is The Guest List You'd Kill to Be on It by Lucy Foley. At least that's how I hope she pronounces her name. And this is the cover of the book. Kind of mysterious, kind of spooky-ish. But that is the cover of the book. Alright, so Angel Jordan made this suggestion, so thank you very much for your participation and giving us this good read. Just my observation though, I think Angel Jordan likes murder, drama, mystery, thriller type books based on the suggestions thus far, and I'm here for it. Well, I'm here for most of it, okay? But I also know Angel Jordan likes poetry, which I'm waiting on a good suggestion for that genre because that is something I don't normally read. So we'll see. So let's go ahead and get into Angel Jordan's suggested book read. This story takes place on a remote island with a horrific history. It is said a grave site was found on the island with many bodies, massacre kind of level, okay? And a couple, Aof and Freddie, I know I'm pronouncing her name wrong, purchased the island and fixed up the estate to a bed and breakfast, event space, vacation spot, celebration type destination. This is the first event on the estate. Okay, so a wealthy couple has decided this island would be the right place to have their wedding. It has the Ireland feel, which is a nod to Jules' family background. It is also the first event on the property, which makes Jules a trendsetter. All the guests have to traverse choppy waters to get to the island. The boat ride took a toll on some guests. The wedding party and selected other guests stayed on the island leading up to the wedding day, and the other guests arrived the day of. The story flips between the day before and the day of the wedding. There are flashbacks into the past that create a narrative that leads up to how these characters knowingly and unknowingly connect. There are secrets revealed that will leave some worse than when they arrived, and well, at least one person doesn't get to leave the island. Or they don't get to leave the island in the same state that they arrived. You guessed it. You will have to read the book to see who makes it off the island and who doesn't. Let me clue you in on some of the characters mentioned in the story. Okay, so there is the bride Jules, who comes from wealth. Jules is a self-assured, educated, and determined woman, and she knows what she wants and goes after it with vigor. Jules has a successful internet magazine company called The Download. Interesting name for an internet magazine. The groom is Will. Will is a TV heartthrob on a show called Survive the Night. Will isn't who he appears to be. To everyone, Will is the perfect man, polite, charming, good-looking, heroic, a celebrity, and a loving fiancé husband-to-be. While some of the attendees know another side of Will. Who left the note for Jules that said Will is a cheat, liar, and not the man he says he is, and tells Jules not to marry him? What is Will hiding? Will his true color show? Can he charm his way out of the current predicaments he finds himself in while on this island? Yep, you're going to have to read the book to find out. Another character is Olivia, and she is the bridesmaid and Jules' half-sister. There has been tension between the sisters even before this wedding. That who does mommy love more? Olivia seems to have needed a bit more care, and Jules was perceived as the strong, independent one. Olivia has secrets she has been carrying that could affect the bride and groom. Will she reveal them or keep them to herself? Yep, you know it. You're going to have to read the book to find out. But you will be surprised. And then there's Hannah, the plus one. Now, at first, I was thinking, like, why are they calling her the plus one? Well, because Hannah is the wife to Jules' best man, Charlie. So, well, I guess she is the plus one. But, well, okay. They could have just called her Hannah, but alright. Hannah has a suspicion that Charlie and Jules had more going on than just a simple friendship. She has a bit of jealousy at play because of how Jules interacts with her husband, too close, isolating for their little conversations, and, well, just woman's intuition. Hannah thought this little vacay from the kids would have given them a chance to reconnect as a couple. Well, you know, you'll have to read the book to find out if Hannah was right about her husband and Jules or not, and if the getaway had the results she was hoping for. Juno, Will's best man, well, they went to school together and were comrades in the group of upperclassmen that hazed the lowerclassmen. Juno, or I don't know, is it Juno or Jono? Maybe Jono. I think Jono. Jono did all of Will's dirty work. Jono wasn't the brightest crayon in the box and did things for Will without thinking them through or considering the consequences. Jono has his eyes opened, and things get hairy from there. They know each other's secrets, and two in particular are about to put a wedge between their friendship. Now, the island is the perfect backdrop for this brewing storm, okay? The men acted like drunken frat brothers, the old Trevilians, with their pranks and shenanigans. The women were trying to decipher what was going on and witnessed the hooligan-like behavior. This was a horrible wedding to attend all the way around, okay? So the triggers to mention are that there is abortion mentioned, death and murder described, there is hazing behavior in the past and present mentioned, there is some sexual content, there is self-mutilation and suicide mentioned, and there is cheating described and some cursing. There are no discussion questions provided in the book. But some topics to discuss is, at what point is a friendship over? What would it take to sever it? What lengths would you go to in order to fit in with a group of people? How to resist peer pressure, and if you can't, where do you draw the line? The topic of hazing in schools and the negative and sometimes lasting effects it can have on the victims and perpetrators. Revenge porn, is that a criminal offense and is society pursuing it as a crime? And at what level is it considered revenge porn? Like how far, like how detailed does it have to be? You know, what acts would rise to the level of revenge porn? The topic of self-mutilation and why one would inflict pain on themselves as a coping mechanism. The topic of how well do you really know the history of a person you love? Do you just go by what they tell you, or do you attempt to find out about their past on your own? What would be the deal breaker for what you might find out about a person's past? How suicide affects the family and friends left behind. Well, these are just a few to get the conversation going. I am sure you will come up with a few more after reading the book. Now, this book is kind of slow moving, in my opinion. It does have you guessing as to what is about to happen. There are some oh snaps moments, and then the dots begin to connect, which is why I gave it a 9 out of 10. The side characters had some drama going on as well that intertwined with the bride and grooms. There was definitely some drama happening, okay? So thank you, Angel Jordan, for giving us a good read to get caught up in. I did listen to the audiobook version, and there are 2 narrators that captured the story and made it lively. The info on the audiobook says various readers for who, narrated the book, but I don't know why they're not listed. I mean, obviously, why wouldn't you just list them? Various readers, though. Who are the various readers then? Doesn't say. The audiobook is 10.25 hours long. It's classified as a mystery, which I agree with. The book is on the Reese Witherspoon's book club list. So if you follow her at all, you know what? I wonder if she actually reads all those books. I don't know. But if you're a fan of her book list, this is actually on it. If you haven't read this book, go get it and see if you can connect the dots before everything is revealed. I didn't. I was like, what's going on? I did not connect the dots ahead of time. But when they were connected, I was like, oh, snaps. Okay. Yikes. After reading it, let me know what you think. If you have read it, go ahead and comment your thoughts and tell me how you felt about the way things went down without giving spoilers. We don't want to give it away for those that are considering giving it a read. So just put spoiler at the beginning of your comment if you're going to put information that's going to give the story away more than what I have. So now it is time to draw the March Viewer's Choice read. If you didn't know, you can comment the title and author for a book you would like for me to read and give a review on. And I don't know why more authors aren't submitting their material for Viewer's Choice. I believe I've only had one bold author drop their work into the vase suggestion. I know if I was an author, I would be submitting my work everywhere I could. One more reader that knows about your work is one more than what you have. Okay? Word of mouth is powerful. But anyhow, so make your suggestions and it will be put into this handy dandy vase and in the running to get picked for a monthly read. You will be given a shout out during the video, just like Angel Jordan has in this one. We were running a little bit low, so all suggestions are welcome and your participation is needed to keep this going. I know I did get some suggestions on my personal Facebook page, and I did enter those into the vase. So we did get a few extra suggestions that way. So go ahead, give us your suggestions. We're going to put it in the handy dandy vase and see if yours is picked for a monthly viewer's choice book review. You'll get your shout out, of course, just like Angel Jordan has in this book. So, who will it be for the month of March? Let's see. Okay. Oh, all right. Aramis Ruddock. And the book is called Under the Harrow by Flynn Berry. I think I did a book before by Flynn Berry. I think I did. But for March, Aramis Ruddock, Under the Harrow by Flynn Berry. So, that will be the viewer's choice book read for March. So I'm going to have to go find that. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead, click that likes, subscribe, share buttons, leave a comment. You never know, you may be given a shout out in a future video. Well, that's all for this round, and as always, until next time, keep turning the pages, my book lovers.